Do you know every day you live, people are doing diabolical things to affect your living? And the good old USA, Donald Trump, yeah. Do you know that in our colleges and universities in the 1920s that the socialists were sowing professors into our universities? Berkeley, California can tell about it. University of California, Berkeley. The SDS, 1960s, the riots and the revolutions. Yeah, the Socialist Democratic Society. I could tell you another name that I would call them, but that comes from the 1920s and 30s in this country. Communism, socialism. They were putting into our universities these professors. You know, at one time in this country, if you blaspheme God, they'll lock you up and go to jail. If you didn't do things towards God and you were misbehaving and stuff, ain't that way now. These professors and the psychiatrists, they're demons from hell, those guys. Sigmund Freud, that's a guy that the father of psychology, modern psychology. Sigmund Freud. Well, they say his name is Freud, but he's a fraud. He was a cokehead, cocaine, baby. And anybody that knows anything about cocaine knows that it is a sexual stimulant. And Sigmund Freud taught anything that has to do with anything deals with sex. Well, I reckon so, Sigmund Freud. You're pumped up on a sex drug. If you smoke a joint, to you, anything that has to do with anything deals with marijuana. If you're a drinker, a drunkard, okay, anything that has to do with anything deals with alcohol. I grew up around drunks, and they said, John Wayne was one of them. He's an idiot. Miriam Morrison, that's his real name, little girl's name. Who was it? Howard Hawks that helped him change his name or something? You people just do not know life as it really is. Because you and me, I included, okay, were raised with Walt Disney World and fantasies of how life should be. Well, it isn't, and it never has been. Because man, according to the Bible, is fallen by the sin of one man, one woman. Now, here's the thing about it too. You didn't go around no university saying there's no God and the Bible is false and stuff. That's all they do now. All their professors, all their people. So you're going to send your little son or your little daughter to college to get a proper education so they can further their way in life. No, that's not what they're going to get. They're going to have panty raids. They're going to have drunken bashes. They're going to have fraternities and sororities, make them swear to do the most demonic things. Every boy's going to be in your little girl's panties. That is the reality of life, friend. There's the way it ought to be, and then there's the way it truly is. I did my first panty raid on North Carolina State University when I was like 14 years old or something. I didn't even know why I was there. I mean, a friend of mine I grew up with, we went over there to the North Carolina State University, and they were having a panty raid. And all of these guys, all of them, were running through the girls' dorms, stealing panties out of their drawers and stuff like that. That is your college education at work. So your little girl, your little boy, they're going to come home with sexual diseases, It's a real Animal House. Yeah, the old movie. John Belushi. Go watch it. That's college. But today it's upgraded multiple times. So socialist professors are still in there teaching socialist doctrine to a free world, right? The great United States of America with its Constitution, where we all have rights and liberties and pursuit of happiness. Not them professors don't teach that. What was that guy? I don't even want to mention his name. He was one of Biden's buddies, and he ran for president too. But he was wanting to give away the government's money, give away the government's money. Let's help the people. Let's help the people. And God spoke to my heart and said, why don't you write him and ask him how much he gives for the... He was a filthy rich dude. He wanted the government to give your tax money to all these needs and causes, but he never gave any himself. Hippocrates in the Greek. Hypocrite. Play actor. Yeah. The world that you live in is a total farce. It is a total lie. And every day you get up, somebody is going... Scammers from Nigeria. And the call centers. Huge call centers. But they're not just there. Other people got word of it. The Philippines. The other South American country. I can't forget what it's called. But the Philippines, and it was India at one time, they're losing space to all the other third world countries and stuff. But everybody's selling something. Jesus, he didn't sell anything. He gave his life. God the Father sent him to give his life. And the Holy Scriptures foretold that he would come, that he'd be born of a virgin, that he would born at a specific Bethlehem, not just Bethlehem, but thou Bethlehem Ephrata, the Ephratites, King David's family. That's where he was a shepherd boy when he was a little boy, Bethlehem Ephrata, okay? But your preacher doesn't know that because he's an idiot, playing with himself in front of his TV, or playing with his secretary, or the music player, or whoever, okay? Clayton your ties. Nothing in the Bible about that. No preacher ever in the New Testament ever told a church to tithe. No, because it was a Jewish law, and the tithe had to be given to the Levite. There ain't no Levites around anymore. Kohen means priest. That's some bull too. It's just a word. That's all. Man, you people are being slam dunk. What did that guy say that time? He says, you've been hoodwinked. You're being hoodwinked every day you live. And your only true answer is Jesus. But the professors and everybody in your life is saying, oh, that old Jewish book, don't believe that. Yeah. There's a lot of people in hell screaming forever, gnashing their teeth forever and ever. And you've known some of them. They're dead and they're gone. They're in hell. Oh, I wish they were in heaven. I got a nephew says, I'll see you in heaven, Dad. Oh, he's not in heaven and you won't be either. Because you're around smoking marijuana telling everybody, there is no God. There is no God. And you're Satan's little puppet, man. You're his parrot. Hey, Chris, is there a God? There ain't no God. Rock. There ain't no God. Rock, give me a joint. There ain't no God. Rock. Fact is fact. Okay? People are dying and going to hell every day because of people like the college you sent your child to learn from, to further themselves in life, has actually diminished their life in the eyes of God. Am I against education? No, I'm for a proper education. But the